It is now time for Ask the Expert. The busy spring home buying season is here, and it is off to a strong start, probably the strongest it's been in more than a decade.
As potential home buyers get ready for another competitive season, local financial professional Brad Allen is in the house. He's with wealthwisconsin.com and says there are a few steps to take now in order to save the big dollars down the road. So, all right, take us down this journey.
Too.
It is. I mean, buying a home is one of the biggest purchases that you can make, and there's really no magic wand that you can wave to decide how much you can afford. You really have to look at your income, the location, how much debt you're willing to take on, and how much you have in savings. Okay. But really, I mean, people have to think, when you're buying a home, it's not just the down payment that you have to think about. You have to think about all these
few other
costs
things, right?
Yeah.
So
that's what we're going to talk. Like what?
Like closing costs, for instance. So closing costs is not just the down payment you have to bring. You have to bring the closing costs, which could be anywhere from 2 to 5% of what the purchase price is. Now, closing costs consist of all sorts of different fees that add up over time. You have reorganization fees, you have underwriting fees, all that kind of stuff. And then if you haven't done the inspection or appraisal yet, that might be in there as well. So.
Usually, though, when you go in to buy a home, I mean, and you're working through the bank, the real estate person, they will walk you through all this stuff.
Absolutely.
Right. So it's not going to be, oh my gosh, big surprise come signing day. That you're
not.
But you should know what that number is as you're navigating through what the price of the house.
Even as you're looking for your house.
Exactly.
You kind of know what the
Yeah, and even so, property taxes is number 2. You should know that ahead of time too. Know how much you're going to have to pay in property taxes and how you're going to pay them. Are you going to pay them throughout the year? Are you going to wait till the end of the year? And how are you going to save accordingly for that?
Yeah, let me just give you a little tip there. Try to save per month for that. Don't wait until the end
Why
of the year.
just have it escrowed in so that it's just with
Some people do it that way, right?
Right, and even property taxes, sometimes if you make renovations on a house or if you do some of that kind of stuff, property taxes go up. So know that ahead of time. If you're adding on a bathroom or a deck or whatever it may be, property taxes might go up because of that. So have an assessor come in, take a look, and let you know how much property taxes would go up.
And for the most part, a property tax can be a tax deduction, tax write-off. So.
And can those added features also help you come tax time because you can deduct that as well?
Oh, absolutely, absolutely.
So maintenance is always the big unknown.
Ooh, that's the dread.
Maintenance is the big one. It could be small things like trips to the hardware store for paint, but it could be big things like the roof or the siding, right? So you have to, what we always say is whatever your house is worth, whatever the value is, take 1 to 4% per year and put it into savings for rent for maintenance.
Oh, wow, 1 to 4%?
It seems like a lot, but when you think about thousands of dollars to replace a roof, I mean, that adds up very quickly. So to have that on hand when that happens and be ready for it is good.
The good thing is right now is that, I mean, it is a hot market, so there's some competition out there. But if you've got all your financial stuff lined up, that can put you in good position when you make a bid on a house,
too. Oh, that puts you in better position because if you already have your financing secured, you're one step ahead of that next person who's trying to outbid you for the home.
And even if you're not buying a new house, you can think about working with your house as it is right now. There's different things you can do to help with that now, too. I mean, there's refinancing is huge. I mean, you could go from a 30-year down to a 15-year mortgage, and that cuts the interest over time. It's going to increase the payments per month, but over time, if you can pay that house off faster, it would definitely benefit you in the long run.
Always seems like it's a good investment, but it does cost. You have to remember that maintenance as well. All right, Brad, thank you. If you have a question for our experts, email them at AskTheExpert at today's TMJ4.com. You can also leave us a voicemail. The number is right there for you.